Hey everyone, and welcome to travel diary number 4. I was too enthusiastic. We're only on 4. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I do not feel very well. Not physically, but also physically. I'm just really unmotivated. I feel very, tight and suffocated, and if you can't tell, it's quite late. That's why the kitchen light is on back here, and it is actually Thursday night when I'm filming this, so I'm actually a day late. It's kind of been a rough week for me, and it'll probably make sense once I explain it, but just a forewarning, I don't want to be doing this right now, but I'm making myself do this because I don't want to get behind. A lot of stuff has happened since last Wednesday, and I introduced 2 new bits last week that I'm going to skip this week so that this is not a monster to edit and a monster to watch. So we're just going to jump right into it with Thursday. Okay, let's be honest, nothing interesting happened on Thursday. This past weekend, I made an amazing trip out to Basel, Switzerland. My dad works with a company that sends him out there a lot, and so I got to fly out there and spend the weekend with him. So on Friday morning at about 11, I took off to take a train to Gatwick Airport. Fun story there, Gatwick decided not to tell me my gate number until 15 minutes before my gate closed, even though it takes about 15 minutes to get to some of the gates, and then my flight ended up being delayed. We ended up walking around Basel a little bit. We had an amazing dinner at Tapas del Mar, I think that's what it's called. Then on Saturday, I took a train with my dad and a coworker of his to a glacier called I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it, but I put the name at the bottom of the screen. Ta-da! We also climbed a mountain next to it called Betmerhon, took cable cars up there. It was an amazing trip. We took tons of amazing pictures, and I don't want to put them all in here because I don't want this to be like a crazy slideshow. Anyways, those will all be up on my Facebook page if you want to see the Europe's largest glacier, which is what we went and saw, and the mountain we climbed up. A fun thing that happened on the train is that because it's in Switzerland, which is kind of in the middle of Germany, France, and Italy, on the train ride, all of the stops were announced, first in Germany, then in German, then in French, then in English, then in Italian. And so I thought that was a very cool, interesting thing that I haven't really experienced before living in the United States, where everyone speaks English, even though they don't. On Sunday, because everything is closed, me and my dad just kind of went out to a cafe and ate lunch, well, more like brunch, whatever. So we essentially just walked along the Rhine River, which runs through Basel, and then we went and visited a really old famous church there called Munster. As I said, ate lunch at a cafe, and then I said goodbye and was home by 6 that night. The reason that I kind of am not going too in-depth about my experience there is because I've planned to write 2 blog posts that'll be going live this weekend. One is about food, one is about photography, landscape, and life experiences, and so those will be up this weekend. That'll dive into the more specific aspects. Those will be up, they'll have more pictures, more descriptions, and it'll make this video shorter. So if you're interested, Saturday or Sunday, go and check out my website, my blog. It is linked below. Those will be available when I write them. So this week, Monday and Tuesday, I started my classes at the University of Westminster. I've been here for about a month, and we finally started classes there. And so it was quite a different experience, and they were long. My class on Monday is like 4 hours with a 1 hour break in the middle from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. out 40 minutes away from home. So Monday was exhausting. Although we are learning the basics of HTML, I find that really interesting, and so I enjoyed myself, so it wasn't all that bad. My class on Tuesday is a photography class, which I thoroughly enjoyed, and I will definitely be posting more photography now that I have kind of a guidance set point to go to. I really want to be a cinematographer, which has a lot of photographic elements, and a lot of people who want to be cinematographers tend to take a photographic route in order to better their skills, and so that was kind of my plan in this. So I will be sharing a lot of that with you as well, and I'd like to share right now the camera that they were giving us. So I got one of these bad boys, like official like photography camera. I don't actually know the exact model. I think it's this Canon here, EOS, and 1000D. So I don't know which ones of those number letter combinations are important to what kind of camera this is, but it is a Canon. I didn't get to choose this camera, they just gave me one. But that's what I'll be taking photographs on, and as I said, all of the photographs that I take while I'm on this trip, or at least the ones I'd like to share with you, will be posted on my Facebook page for all of you to see. The last big thing I've done in the last week is actually something I did today, which is Thursday, so it's technically been over a week, but I am going to share it with you anyways, because why not? I took a trip to Cambridge today with a friend of mine, and we traveled out there and took a guided tour of the university, and especially King's College and the King's College Chapel. And then we went back because we traveled from King's Cross, got our picture with the cart at platform 9 3/4, and went around the gift shop. I thought the Cambridge guided tour was very interesting. There's a lot of historical things that happened there that you wouldn't be able to understand or experience without someone to tell you that, you know, those things happened, that they existed there. And I thought it was an interesting way to experience an older place, because up until now I've just sort of gone to a place and walked around and experienced it on my own. And even though it obviously looks old and it looks like, you know, it's experienced a lot more than many of the places we see in the States, there's not a lot you can get from just looking at an old building. I took a lot of really nice pictures today. Some of them will go up on my Facebook page, but some of them are also up on Snapchat. So if you guys are also interested in seeing things as they happen, I say this every week, but you can always follow me on Instagram or Snapchat. The username is here at the bottom of the screen, LoveKelRenee, same as my channel. Go check it out. One of the minor things I did this week was I went back to that big mall that I talked about. Was it in the last diary? I don't remember. It's actually called Westfield London, which I didn't say in the last video. It's one of the bigger malls, shopping centers. And we did go back, and I went back to Lush to get some more stuff because why not? And as well as my mom sent me a lot of stuff through my dad to get in Switzerland, and then I got a mug in Switzerland that I'll share with you. So this is my second mini London haul thing, I guess. It's really not as exciting as it sounds, let's be honest. Okay, I don't know if you know this, probably you don't, but I'm gonna tell you. I collect mugs. I absolutely love mugs. Don't know why. They just appeal to me. Just the thing. So I bought this in Switzerland. I actually batted my eyes at my dad and said, "Will you buy this for me?" This is the symbol for Basel. It's on their flag. It's on a lot of their older buildings. So I just got one with tons of them on it, because why not? It's really nice. I've already drunk out of it quite a few times, actually. Then as far as Lush goes, I ended up getting a bath bomb, a bubble fizz bopper, and like a bath oil so that I don't have to go back for like ever. So the bath bomb is called the Autumn Leaf Bath Bomb. It looks like this. It's gorgeous. It smells like kind of smoky, fresh. I don't want to say floral, but very like cut grass kind of thing. The bath melt I got looks like this. It's called the Floating Island Bath Melt. I'll tell you how it goes. I don't know how to use a bath melt, really, so. And then the last thing I got was a bubble bar because I really wanted a bubble bath experience. It's called Milky Bath Bubble Bar. It looks like a jug of milk, and it smells like laundry detergent, kind of. Like freshness. As you can see, there's a trend going on here. I tend to like the fresh smells. There's glitter on my fingers now. And then my mom got me some stuff, including socks, a pair of which I'm wearing right now. They've got bacon and eggs on them. The other two pair were milk and cookies and fries and hamburgers and Coke. She got me this t-shirt, which is Mickey, in a skeleton suit that glows in the dark. It's very, very soft. And then she also got me a new phone case called Loopy. This bad boy, so you put your finger, essentially, any one of them, in this little thing, and it'll keep your phone from falling out of your hand too easily or having to like have a death grip on your phone while you're out doing touristy things. So honestly, this is probably my favorite thing that I got. I was very attached to my other phone case, so I thought I was going to be really upset that I had to change it to this, but this little doohickey is just so nice for me to kind of hold on to my phone that it's just been a joy to work with. That's probably not the right phrasing, but I'm too dumb to care. Alrighty, so as I said, kind of a duller week as far as like actual diary video entry goes. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling this at all. The thing is though, this always tends to happen, and I'll generally put it off like by a week or two, and then everything falls apart. And if I can make it past this week, even if this video is a day late, if I can make it past the week that I don't want to do it, I probably can get past the next year. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As I've been saying throughout the video, all of my links are in the description. All of my photos on my trip get posted to my Facebook page, but I also post things on Snapchat and Instagram as they happen, so you can definitely go and check all those out. They are down in the description. And then, as I said, my blog will be updated this weekend with a couple of blog posts about very specific things that happened in Switzerland, so be sure to check those out within the next 4 to 5 days. And I will see you next week with another travel diary. Actual number 5 this time, because this is, yeah. Okay, bye.